Over here in the north starting location, we have
Wongjin Star SoulKey.
and his opponent over here in the south. His ID is
Jin Air Green Wings Pigbaby.
You know what I think would be the coolest thing ever? Because I'm against name changes, but like if he was Pigbaby this season, the next season he became like
Hog Baby.
Adolescent Pig or something, and then like eventually he became Adult Pig, and then like
Pig?
Mature Hog or something, and then like Boar. You know, and like he just gets more and more deadly. And on his final transformation, he goes and he just like he becomes Hogzilla and he just wins the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that would be epic.
That would be worth a name change right there.
Well, it would be like 4 or 5 just every season. And
Every season he's back. He's leveled up.
That'd be a. There's
You
like
ever see
actually,
that
I'm starting to
movie,
think about that. That'd be kind of tricky. Like if you keep changing your ID.
But
you also get plastic surgery every time, and people just don't know who their opponent is. Or who is this guy? It says he has a
Or
seed
he
from
keeps
last
getting
season.
plastic surgery, and every time he makes himself look more and more like a pig.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a Forge expand here. Mm-hmm. And it looks like the Zerg just going to go for a pool into a hatchery.
Yep. 16-0 for SoulKey after winning the first set.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Oh, we're going to have a cannon rush here.
Good strat.
Now, let's
he
see.
knows what's going on.
Yeah, he saw the second probe get sent out there.
Yeah. So SoulKey should be canceling this. Yeah, this is a very cannon rushable map. You can basically, if that
back
finishes,
area.
he can put a cannon at that hole. And
Like that.
bam, done.
Nicely
So
done.
that hatchery is going to have to be canceled unless SoulKey is really brave and somehow thinks he can get out of this.
What?
Yeah, he's going to cancel it.
He
He's-
might
what
wait
he wants
till
is
the
his menu
cannon
to
to
warp
finish.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you let that finish, then you can cancel that, make a hatchery somewhere else. So there's a real art to doing this correctly on both sides, because Protoss does not want to overmake cannons and get behind in what he's doing back at home.
Yeah.
And at the same time, Zerg wants to force Protoss to focus on this attack for as long and as much as possible before Protoss gets to shift gears and do what he wants to do. So it looks like that hatchery was just now canceled.
Yeah, good move by SoulKey. They both played that
actually
perfectly.
playing. Yeah, looks great.
Canceling that pylon even. You know, he knew
Yeah.
what was going on. He's like, SoulKey's not going to let this
Well,
happen.
occasionally you'll see people try to do this, and they'll just overmake cannons. They'll have like 3 cannons there. And then if they cancel the expansion, then you have... I mean, yes, the Zerg can't expand there yet, but
Yeah.
the Zerg can still mine from somewhere else.
Yeah.
And he's actually get a lead on you.
He was super calm about that, because, like, for instance,
Yeah.
if Artos is playing SoulKey, he makes like 4 cannons. He's like, whoa!
If I win this,
I'm going to get his hatchery! And then he
I'm on
cancels. I'm like,
stream,
oh. But Pigbaby ain't no thing for Pigbaby to be playing SoulKey.
No, man. All right, what's the best pig movie you've ever seen?
Well, the only thing that comes to mind is Babe.
Right? I was just wondering.
I loved Babe
I
when I was
thought
a
maybe
kid.
you'd think of some other pig movie I hadn't thought
Charlotte's
of.
Web. It's kind of, you know, there's a pig in
It's
it.
more about a spider.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, it is about a spider, but could the spider have done what the spider did without the pig? I don't know about that.
I don't know, man.
I'm trying to think of other pig movies.
Yeah, I
but
was just
so
suddenly
few.
thinking about if there's any animated pig series. There's Bebop from Ninja Turtles.
That's true, but he's more of a warthog.
That's very true.
And by more of, I mean a warthog.
He's a mutant warthog, yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean, you don't need to be mean. He's a warthog. You
No,
don't
he is
call
a
him
mutant. You know, make a mistake. He
but
touched the
They
mutagen.
prefer not to be called mutants, so.
He touched the mutants. Turtles don't care either. They're the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. They're fine with that.
You know, by now, they're the 30-year-old Ninja
They're
Turtles.
old. They're all washed up now.
Mutant Ninja Turtles, yeah.
They can't do cartwheels anymore, man.
No,
Their
no.
knees ache.
Yeah. They're trying to settle down and have kids and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately, their DNA just doesn't cross with anything anymore.
Michelangelo's trying to start up a pizza joint. It's not really working out too well. He was actually never a good
He's a
cook to
health
begin with.
violation every time he goes in the kitchen, you know? Right, well,
All right,
we have
well.
a Stargate on the way.
So,
SoulKey's still sitting on 2 bases.
yep, Stargate, very standard play so far here.
It's
now,
smart,
it is
too.
weird for the Zerg when they're on 2 bases like this and they're not connected.
Yeah.
We do occasionally the Protoss set up some kind of timing or try to hit, one of these bases because it's hard to defend both, especially if you're going to go for like Stargate builds here.
Yeah. And you know what?
3 more gateways coming down here now, too.
Yeah, this is... When you see the 3 gateways before that robo, it normally does signal aggression. And SoulKey's actually going for 2-base Hydralisk here. And I think that this is literally just a catch-all that, like, for instance, if you went to, if you just go to a random tournament and you're just playing against someone, you're like, who is this guy? You might do something like this as SoulKey. This is actually that type of build, I think, where it's pretty safe. He's going to be able to put on some pressure. He's not likely to die to anything right away. And I think that's really what he's aiming for, because if he can get into a reasonable mid and late game, he should be able to outplay Pigbaby.
When you're a player that's of SoulKey's caliber, you are getting cheesed so much and have so many people trying to just pull a fast one on you that you end up getting to the point where you have very, very refined, solid play. There's no risks necessary. Now we have the Zealots warping over here. I love this pylon snipe, by the way.
Yeah, this is really
that actually makes the 4 Zealots that are warped in here completely useless.
Yeah, they're a waste of minerals at this point.
Yeah, he could just kite
He
them
might
now.
be able to kill a Hydra or something, but not even too likely. Pigbaby may like to play in the mud, but SoulKey does not.
Yeah. However, contrary to what a lot of people believe, Artosis pigs are actually very smart animals. They're smarter than dogs.
They're considered the 4th smartest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes...
what is it? Wait, hold on. I think I know this one. It's humans, dolphins, dogs.
No, apes.
No, humans, dolphins. Oh, yeah, apes.
Apes,
that would be
dolphins.
I'm like, they're smarter than dogs. I like rank dogs above pigs.
No. Dogs are like 23rd, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Are cats smarter or dogs smarter?
They're like very similar.
It's neck and neck.
Yeah, it's neck and neck.
Every season on the animal ladder rank, it's just changed back and forth. Yeah.
Is the cat smarter because it doesn't come when it calls, or is the dog smart because it does come when it's called?
Yeah, there you go.
It's like a question as old as time, Tastes. All right, we do have a little bit of a Hydra bust coming in here. And
now, these Phoenixes, they can die very, very quickly to these Hydras, so he's probably going to want to lift up pretty much all of these Hydras at once. Now, there's only 1 cannon here as well,
and this
board's going to go down so fast.
So he's gotten rid of that +1 armor. There is already the +1 attack, of course, but the Mothership Core is very late. He's only got a couple sentries. A pretty annoying situation.
Caught the tail end of that. Looks like there was some harass over there. Not too impactful, as you can see. Hardly any workers killed so far. Now, he can continue to shave off the pylon and the gateways up here.
Actually, some nice force fields coming down. He's going to trap a few of these. And
you know what?
Phoenixes
Really
will
nicely handled. Really, really nicely handled.
This is
Pigbaby could not have done that better. Completely cleaned that up.
He was very calm about it all.
Yeah.
That was actually very nice.
He had just the right number that he forced to be with the Zealots, the Hydras that forced to be with the Zealots, and then he had enough Phoenixes he could pick up the rest.
I really like how he kept making them when he saw that it was 2-base Hydra.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll just be like, okay, he's going Hydra, I'm not going to do this. But he realizes
a lot of people would just stop, be like, oh, no, these are now useless units.
Yeah.
I have to switch out of this.
The Hydra macro at this point, though, not as scary.
I think it's a part of that's because that second base, the natural that's just now taken over the Zerg didn't get up in time. I think if it was a standard 3-base Zerg, you might want to cut out Phoenixes a little bit quicker. But
yeah, exactly.
But in this case, it's like, well, no, he's actually a little bit behind economically. He cannot punish me too hard if I keep making Phoenixes.
I have to agree to completely, Tastes. And if we look at who's leading, it is for sure Pigbaby here.
Yeah, Pigbaby's in great shape.
Yeah, he's best in show so far.
All right, we got an Overseer now, just checking around. And
that 3rd base is going up for Pigbaby. Some Zerglings trying to ruin his day. He's not going to let that happen.
Yeah, no forced cancel there. And this is actually a game that I think if Pigbaby doesn't make any major mistakes, he can win. But you can never count SoulKey out. This guy is really resilient.
But what does SoulKey do from here is the problem too, right?
Well, I think one problem for SoulKey right now is he can't attack in and really damage the Protoss at all.
Yeah. And he's only on like less than 50 drones right now. There's actually more probes out than drones.
Which is so bad.
Yeah, his 3rd base is quicker technically than Pigbaby's, but 52 drones now after making 5 more against 60 probes. Pigbaby has to be feeling good, and with +2 attack and Blink on the way and a ton of gateways out, he's going to come in with a super strong attack. This build is definitely not very different from what we saw against Leenock in the up and down matches.
You know, Pigbaby, yeah, could just sit here on these 3 bases and just wait for the Zerg's next move. Look at the supplies. It's almost always the opposite of this in this matchup. It's 148 to 116 with Protoss in the lead.
Oh, God, that's so one-sided.
Yeah.
And, you know, right now, SoulKey's reading this wrong as well. He's making a Spire, thinking, okay, I'm making so many Hydras. You're going, I saw your Robo. You're going for Colossus, but it's not the case. This is just a big blink timing attack with 8 Phoenixes in the air to help it out, which is, I mean, how many Hydras do you have to actually engage an army like this? He doesn't have it.
It's pretty scary, and you can see Pigbaby's already moving out. He may not attack in here. He may just try to occupy the outside. He can attack in still.
I think
we'll see, and it looks like, yeah, with this warping, he's just going to go for it now. It's 175 supply to 150.
And he's going to want to blink back, let those Zealots up. Some good force fields going down already.
A lot of these Zealots, though, stuck in the middle here.
Notice a lot of lifts coming down from these Phoenixes, and he's helping to deal with those Hydras quite well, but a lot of Roaches are popping out now.
All right, so he's still got these 3 Immortals right now, completely destroying these Roaches. The Stalkers here buffering a lot of the damage. Some nice pickups here from the Phoenixes and more Stalkers now being warped in.
And this blink is doing so well at the moment. He continues to pick up, and that's it. All right, Pigbaby. That was a good try by SoulKey, and I actually really liked his idea of going for range Hydras and pushing out, but Pigbaby knew exactly what to do.
A lot of this goes back to that cannon rush. They did force the cancel on the second.
Yeah.
And then they got that third base. Well, he got a third base up very quickly. And SoulKey was just in a deficit. SoulKey attempting to put some pressure on there at the front with the Hydras. Completely shut down there by Pigbaby. Map control goes to Pigbaby. And of course, Pigbaby did a great job continuing to crank out those Phoenixes, which helped out a lot in that final engagement.
Well, this is the little pig that lived in the rock house, Tasteless, the brick house.
Yeah.
No matter how much SoulKey huffs and puffs, Pigbaby did not fall down.
No, he did not.
But
if only that wolf had been smart enough to just open the door.
Well, he's a wolf.
He's a wolf.
He's only 23rd smartest. Not fourth. Not a chance.
He's basically high masters, but not grandmasters when it comes to smart animals. So, man, our next map is going to be Whirlwind. This is going to be a tricky map. Zergs love this map. And, you know, I don't know how Pigbaby's going to play on it, but
he has a lot of options. You know, this is definitely a map you can go for like a Sky Toss build. The build he just did is a strong build as well.
Yeah.
It was kind of reminiscent of the build against Leenock, and something you can just kind of get away with because of the way that you can force field and defend on this map. But I wonder, he has a huge range of builds he can choose, whereas SoulKey, you know, being the quote-unquote better player here, not even quote-unquote, being the better player here.
Yeah, being the veteran here.
He's, you know, the onus is on him to play safe.
Well, let's see what he does. We're going to go into game number 3 here and see who's going to be the victor here, the favorite SoulKey or the underdog Pigbaby.
I'm excited by the way my heart is beating. I'm gonna need a riot squad to help control my breathing. Communicate